This week's Parsha is Parshas vayigash. So we know last week was Parshas Miketz. There's a lot of Torah explaining the connection between Miketz and Hanukkah. Even there's Torah even explaining vayigash and Hanukkah. But no tzvi, we're not going to explain the connection between vayigash and Hanukkah. You're going to be surprised, but we're going to explain the connection between vayigash and Shmini Atzeres, Simchas Torah.
Oh, I thought Purim's coming.
Purim is coming, but that has nothing to do with what we're talking about today. What does Parshas vayigash have to do with Shmini Atzeres? Nothing really, but the following word I'm going to tell you now, which I heard today, the Gevaldik, beautiful, wonderful. I thought another pshat about Shmini Atzeres that we could tie into this. They're both very short, so don't get nervous. The Torah tells us that Yosef tells the brothers, Baruch Hashem, I have a lot of Torah on this in previous year, Al tirgazu b'derech. Don't quarrel on the way. Rashi brings 3 or 4 pshatim. There's a lot of Torah on this. But I heard a Gevaldik pshat today from the Hasidic masters, a whole new pshat in these words. Al tirgazu b'derech. There are a lot of things that a person can fight about. But you know what you shouldn't fight about? Drachim. Ways in serving Hashem. They're Litvisher people, they're Hasidisher people, they're Sfarim. There are different ways of serving Hashem. Al tirgazu b'derech. If somebody's way in serving Hashem is not your way of serving Hashem, that's not something to fight about. Beautiful idea. That's what Yosef's telling them. Al tirgazu b'derech. Now, obviously, it goes without saying, we're talking about within mainstream halacha. If somebody does not follow the halacha, then you can discuss it with them and explain to him that that's not the right thing. But we're talking about within people, within the observance of Shabbat and the laws of kashrus and, the main tenets of Judaism. But if you want to wear a galtul, or you don't wear a galtul, or you have different ways of serving Hashem within the confines of halacha, not something that you should fight with the person about. What does Shmini Atzeres have to do with this? Shmini Atzeres, the Medrash tells us that Hashem says, Kosher alai fidaschem. Between Sukkot and Pesach is 6 months. So Hashem says, no, stay a little longer. So the Shmini Atzeres is 2 days to be added to Sukkot. Hashem says, I want to be with you for a little bit longer. But these words maybe can tie into what we just said. Kosher alai fidaschem. Hashem says, when it's alai fidaschem, that's kosher. You know what bothers me? When you're fighting, fidaschem means period, fighting, machlaikas. You know what's kosher? You know what bothers me? Alai. When it's because of me. Don't use the Torah, don't use Judaism as a way to fight. That ties into what I said before. There are different ways in serving Hashem. If somebody serves Hashem differently than you do, that's not something to fight with. And if you do, that bothers Hashem. Kosher alai fidaschem. That bothers Hashem. Interesting idea. A good Shabbos, everyone.